Oh, West Coast at Tassie.
Which is such an important game. There are no easy games in the way.
True.
The furor of the weekend, well, it was Indigenous Round, and a man who's proud of his Aboriginal heritage demonstrated that for all the football world to see, and instead of being a celebration, it became a bitterly divisive issue.
It had to be towards opposition and say, here I am, take me as I am. And, you know, you guys can cheer, boo, whatever, but take this for what it is.
And look at Goodsy. He's got a bit of a dance going. A bit of a tribal dance.
So war cry from Adam here.
Now towards the Carlton fans, I fancy.
And Goods goes and hams it up with the crowd. Looked like a traditional warrior dance as he headed out toward the boundary.
I have never seen anything like that in all my life.
It was a tribal dance, ending with a fake spear directed at the Carlton cheer squad.
What are we dealing with?
That was lovely to watch. More, please. A bit more celebration like that. I love the celebrations. I'm a big celebration fan.
That will light up over the weekend like nothing else.
Probably best not to do it, though. Still, none of my business.
I've never seen that before, and I don't think we ever want to see it again, to be perfectly honest, regardless of what it is.
It's not great. I understand he's very proud of his heritage and where he's from, and that's fine, but I don't really like to see this.
Just a little bit of inspired from the under-16 Boomerang kids who taught us a little bit of a war cry, so just a little tribute to those guys.
Wasn't a reaction to anything untoward tonight at all?
Nah, not at all, mate. Indigenous Round, proud to be Aboriginal and representing.
Do you have any feel or idea why the crowd last week and again tonight boos Adam Goods when he gets to football?
Good player, a champion player, I don't know.
No idea?
No idea.
There's nothing really to it. Just keep to go and wanted to celebrate. So.
What was the dance?
I think to me it looked like All-Star dance before a game, war cry. So you know he's very passionate.
Do we want to encourage players to, I tried to use the right term, say incite, use that term, to incite supporters by running to the fence and having a go at them? I don't think we want that in our game. On-field performers, whatever you do to each other, leave the crowd out of it.
There's nothing untowards to the Carlton supporters. It's actually something for them to stand up and go, yep, cool, we see you, we acknowledge you, bring it on.
Haven't seen that footage.
What did we learn about ourselves as a football community, given we wrap ourselves up in Indigenous Round? Jumpers are put on, it's highly symbolic. I think football feels better about it.
I loved it. I said at the time, straight away. Had to write about it several times. I thought it was great. But I understand where and why other people have issues. Now, Lee Matthews said then about inciting the crowd. I spoke to Eddie Maguire again today, you know, and he reinforced his belief that it was inciting of the crowd. And I understand that and I accept that, but I didn't see that. But I can understand why people did see it. The reaction...
So come do Indigenous Rounds, but leave your Aboriginality at the door, please. Don't put that in front of us.
I wrote something like that. We've got an Indigenous man having an Indigenous dance on Indigenous weekend. What do you expect him to do? I thought Adam Goods handled it very, very well after the game. Took the sting out of everything. But we've got a major issue in footy with Adam Goods. There's no denying that, Gerard.
No, I think that was the most illuminating part of the weekend for me. Last week's debate was ghastly. It was ghastly as people provided safe harbour for something that is quite vile. You could ring up and say, no, what's going on with Adam Goods is pantomime. It's the pantomime building of sport to do with free kicks and sliding. If you spent any time on the weekend looking into this, Facebook, Twitter, forums, anything, you'll realise that at the heart of this Adam Goods issue is the racism of Australia.
No, I believe that. And now...
So there's a really clear choice here, I think, is if you are a pantomime booer, it's time to stop because you're unwittingly caught up in something that you had no idea was really going on. But it is absolutely clear now. Ignorance is no excuse because just spend 20 minutes tonight having a look at what the reaction to Goods at the moment is. We have a very short period of time to rectify this. I think in 25 years' time we'll look back with shame at the way Adam Goods is being treated.
Yeah, I know. I don't
He
think,
has
I don't,
3 months
hang on,
left.
I don't know about 25 years, mate.
Yep.
I look back on last weekend and I feel shame.
Yep. We have
really
a period before his career ends to stop this. So let the racists boo. Show a bit of responsibility and a bit of restraint. Go, actually, I'm not going to be part of that anymore. I don't have to like him as a footballer.
But people, this has been so divisive, Gerard, that people are accusing the media of telling them what to do on the football. We pay our money, we'll do whatever they like. But as we had Martin Flanagan here last Wednesday, and I wrote about this on Saturday, racists hide like snakes in the grass. They're cowards. And we're encouraging them to hide. I agree with you. Everyone stop booing. Just let the racists
Football
boo.
is Adam Goods' platform. I like Michael O'Loughlin's thoughts tonight. He said, if Adam doesn't talk about it, who will?
There is... No, that's true.
Because these are difficult conversations that our country has always struggled with. And they're not limited to sport. And nothing that happens on the weekend by painting up jumpers and Sharons does anything to close the gap.
No, it doesn't. And no, it doesn't. And we can put them on 360 every night, the Indigenous folk. One thing I'd like to hear, and again, I spoke to Eddie Maguire at length today. One thing I'd like to hear, and help Adam, because I'm always give Adam Goods the benefit of the doubt. I still do, and I still always will. But I would like Adam to talk about it at length. Eddie would like to say, "Come on, Adam, come and sit here. Tell us why, and tell us what can we do to help, and what can we do next year to help celebrate the game." And rather than, I had no issue with it, but it's caused such controversy that we don't want that to happen again, because we don't want the nation divided. We want the nation together. And that's not going to happen, Gerard.
So John Longmire with the last word on this today.
And once you understand the context behind it, there was, it wasn't a big issue in Adam's mind. It was more about the game, the significance of the game, and really what his people meant to him. Adam said it in his own mind that it doesn't affect him. He said it affects his family, it doesn't affect him, but he's certainly conscious of playing good football, but also representing his people in the most appropriate way that he thinks is correct. And I think he gets that balance absolutely spot on.
So to the remainder of what we want to crunch through, we're on the clock here, Robbo.
Have we got 360
No, we've used up 2 minutes of that. Has West Coast convinced you yet? 7